ducks. Hey everybody, welcome back to the True North Life Homestead, and I want to get ducks. This will be the first time that we have animals that will be coming onto our property. It will not be happening this year. However, preparing for animals is something that we are going to have to get done. So if you've ever worked with ducks or had ducks before, they're stinking messy. Like, they are awful. They like drown their water in just mud, because the way the ducks have to drink is they have to slosh their face in it, and then they peck to the ground, stick it in there, and then they jump into it and they get their feet all dirty, you know? So it just turns into a giant mess. Ducks are gross. So I want ducks because I'm actually sensitive to chicken eggs. So every time I eat chicken eggs, I feel like I'm hungover. My stomach hurts and I feel really groggy. I feel like I can't think straight. So I try to avoid eating chicken eggs as much as I can. However, they're a great source of protein. So I'm like left thinking, my breakfast is empty. What are we gonna do? Duck eggs. I've had duck eggs before. I haven't had them in a little while now, just because of availability with everything going on. So I don't want to have to rely on going somewhere else to get them. I would like to be able to do them myself. So that means ducks on our property. Ducks are gross. So how are we going to deal with that? My plan is kind of a big plan. If you guys follow along here, you'll notice that I kind of like to go big or go home, even though I already am at home. I'm going to hopefully be able to build a pond for them in the next couple of months, hopefully before we get winter. We'll see the availability of the equipment and stuff like that I'm going to need to be able to dig this, because we are on bedrock, so I am going to have to be using some heavy equipment to be able to dig the hole for them. I kind of want to put in a waterfall to keep the water moving so we don't have any more mosquitoes on it. You know, like, ducks need a waterfall too, right? I think that would be cool. So I'll show you what I'm thinking. If I come over here, this is our house, and this is the bottom of our hill where we get a lot of drainage. So when we had the skid steer here earlier this year, you can see we kind of have a muddy space right there that's kind of gathers, because there's nowhere for the water to go at this point. So the plan is to dig kind of a trench along the bottom of the hill here so that we have a flow of water, and it'll come into this area. I just cleaned this up a little bit just so you can kind of see. So it goes back. There's a line of trees there that have been kind of pushed down by the previous owner. But this is still mostly treed area here. The idea, take it all out. All this is going to come down. We're going to build maybe a retaining wall, or if we can get away with it, just with the rock that's here, so that we have that drainage come in, maybe the waterfall right here, and then we'll dig a nice big pond. I would like it to be a good size. I don't want to have that many ducks, but I do want to be able to make sure that this stays clean for them and that they can use it full time. And if we dig it so that it is at least 12 feet deep, then I can put fish in it too, which is kind of an interesting idea. So yeah, when I say that, hey, we should get ducks, it also kind of means we should get a pond with a waterfall that we can put fish in and all this other stuff. So, I mean, I'm just doing it so that I can have a proper breakfast in the morning, right? So I should probably do it right. You guys get it. You totally get it. Let me know in the comment section down below, though, if you think I'm totally nuts, because I think my entire family and friends do. But that's the plan. So we're going to pull all this out. I can show you up in some aerial footage as well what the idea is, and I can show you the space that we want to take up. I want it to be a good size. So we're going to take out the majority of these trees. Some of them I'll leave for shade and everything for the ducks. And then we'll probably put their house over here. We'll build them a nice shed. We'll put up a portable fence so that we can kind of swing them around, so that we're putting down some good grass and some good fertilizer. And then they'll kind of swing around the pond, and there is the garden. So I'll have all that extra nice compost. Bam, there's the garden. We can use that there, and it doesn't have to go very far. And I'm thinking, you know, maybe we'll deck it out with a couple of grasses, some flowers, bring in those beneficial bugs, maybe a sitting area, who knows. So this is our first idea on bringing animals onto our homestead. It's kind of a different one. Most people, I think, do start with chickens, but because I am sensitive to them, we're gonna go a little bit different. I'm hoping to add a couple other really cool fowl in the future after we get the ducks all set up and rolling. but you'll have to stay tuned for that because I'm pretty excited about it. I think it's gonna be lots of fun, but stick around. So I'll show you the aerial footage here where you guys can see what I'm thinking. And yeah, it'll be very exciting. Here's what I'm thinking. We want to keep the animals close to the house because they'll need to be cared for over the winter. We're thinking a 60-foot by 60-foot pond with a cute waterfall to keep the water moving and to keep the ducks happy. If we make it 12 feet deep, we could also add some water plants as well as some fish to help keep it clean. Then I think it would be super fun to add some flowers and grass. Not lame green grass, but some fun purple grass to the outside edges of the pond. But really it's all for the ducks, to keep them clean, and maybe if we want, we can add some fun other animals to the pond. This could be a cool space for them as well. But mainly this space will be all for those ducks so that I can have eggs again for breakfast. That's kind of the plan. I hope that you guys really enjoyed it and find it interesting as this goes along. If you guys have any thoughts or ideas on things that we should add for the ducks, for any kind of other adventure that this would be really beneficial for, leave those in the comment section down below. I would love to hear your ideas and see how cool we can make this project. I'm super excited to get it started. I gotta go do some research for it, so I will see you guys next time. So I just came back from setting up the cameras for the deer season, and I looked around at my beautiful garden that's, you know, being shut down for the winter, but it still looks great. And I was like, something's missing. Let me see if you can tell what it is. We've got bed with peppers. The blocks are still here, turned up. There was a greenhouse on top of this. Now where would it have gone? Oh, it's all the way over there. I guess it's a little windy out today. I'm probably gonna end up leaving it there for now because it'll just blow away again. But I cannot believe that it turned up 4 bricks, like 4 of the standing bricks. They were on the legs, as well as we had wood holding down the plastic. I think I may need to come up with a better solution for pegging it down. Yeah. Problem is that we don't have any dirt, right? So trying to actually peg it down so that we have like stakes in the ground isn't really an option because it goes into rock. So there's only like this much dirt before you hit rock. So I'd have to drill into rock. Then it would have to be permanent. So that's why I had the blocks on top. Ugh. Maybe I need more blocks. All right, well, if you guys have any solutions for how to peg down a greenhouse when you can't put anything in the ground, let me know in the comment section down below because that's not where I left it.
But who are we kidding?